name's Tanner Ferry, and you guys can call me Mr. Ferry or Ferry. I teach the Agricultural Sciences pathway here at Medical Lake. The freshmen get to take with me is AF&R, which stands for Ag, Food, and Natural Resources. I really enjoy plant science because we have access to a greenhouse, which we run a couple different fundraisers in the springtime for Mother's Day. The next biology class that I teach, which is animal science. It's my senior agricultural communications and leadership class. There are farmers everywhere. There are animal specialists, veterinary scientists, doctors, meat scientists, food grading, cooks. There's so many different jobs within the broad spectrum that is agriculture.
Hi, my name is Mr. Perry, and I teach the Business and Digital Arts pathway here at Medical Lake. My courses include digital design for first semester and multimedia second semester, intro to business and marketing, yearbook, and leadership. So for my pathway, career opportunities are quite varied. You can go from the creative side. You want to be in news journalism, graphic design, website design, digital artists in general, video production, video editing. And then of course there's the business side for my business and marketing class. And that's an introductory course that can give you skills in many areas, from human resources. Do you want to be an attorney, start your own business, be an entrepreneur?
My name is Mr. Yu. The pathways I teach are computer science and engineering. The courses I teach are Intro to Engineering, Game Design and Development, Principles of Engineering, which is also Applied Physics, Robotics, and AP Computer Science. Classes I teach are primarily project-based. I spend very little time in front of the class just talking. I'm not so much a lecturer, but a facilitator of learning. The jobs available in the engineering pathway would be anything that prepare you for a future in engineering or in engineering support. So if you are college-bound, you could find yourself in any engineering college program. With AP Computer Science, a lot of the concepts that we talk about can easily get you a job netting over $100,000 a year as entry level.
I am Miss Carr, and I am the Family and Consumer Science teacher here at the high school. I teach Intro to Culinary and Advanced Culinary. Those are in the same pathway. And then I also teach Human and Child Development as well as Teaching Academy, and those are kind of its own pathway. So in the culinary pathway, kids can go into fast food, anything to do with food handling, being a line cook, and just kind of that customer service aspect. They can do anything in that field. Anything in childcare, preschool, daycare, any childcare facility, and then one step further with that teaching academy, they can actually be a teacher or a school counselor.
Well, my name is Julia Engstrom. I teach the Health and Biomedical Sciences pathway here. It's not just for people who want to be doctors and nurses. It's also for people who want to go into like medical examiners, if you want to be a forensic scientist or something like that. So we go over all the different body systems that you have and how they work together to keep you healthy. Is human body systems. So that class is kind of more of your basic anatomy and physiology class. So we go over all the different body systems that you have and how they work together to keep you healthy. Obviously there's the doctors and the nurses. You could also go into forensics, like I was saying. You can go into being a lab tech, you can go into being a medical assistant. There's just so many different ways you can take it.
I'm Mr. Phillips. I teach a manufacturing pathway which consists of wood shop and metal shop. Introduction to woods, introduction to metals, and when enough students have completed both of those, we do an advanced woods and metals. Metalworking wise, of course, welder, cutter, pipe fitter, high-rise apartment builder, things like that. Even in the automotive industry, they use a lot of metalworking tools and the trades. In the wood shop side of things, carpentry, of course, cabinet making, and again, large buildings, high rises, and things like that.
I'm Colonel Alan Hart, and I am the Junior ROTC Aerospace Instructor. So our freshman, is our Aerospace Science course, which is all about airplanes, all about weather, all about all the aspects of what makes aviation work from a science perspective. The next one is for our sophomores, and that's aviation history. So it's everything from ancient history all the way out to now and into the future with all airplanes. Our third is our astronomy. We call it space exploration, but it's essentially an astronomy class. You learn anything about space, you learn about all the technology, you kind of look at and, hey, how do I get someone to the moon, and what's the cost and how all that works. And then our fourth is our current world problems class. That's our civics and current world problems. We talk about geopolitics. It's our senior level course. Mixed in with all those is also, we have normal days. It's a JROTC course. You have drill days where you're in uniform once per week. That's kind of the physical activity portion of the day. It's fun, it's relaxing, it's easy. And then the other portion is our leadership aspect, where they learn anything from leadership to normal budgeting and all those other aspects that will make you into an independent adult when you're done.